Hi, today I'm going to be walking you through how to use the world's first cyber threat AI. It's really easy to get started, so let me show you your new day-to-day. Let's start with Forecaster. Forecaster is where you get ahead of threats before they end up as the millions of alerts that you'll see on your vulnerability scanners or EDR tools. To get started, all you have to do is tell Fletch what you care about. We recommend you start with tech. So if you go directly into the data page, or you can click into one of these reminders, but you'll always be able to find it in your data page, and you click on technology, add the most critical tech in your stack. So maybe that's Linux and GitLab. Then we add to tech, start correlation, and in a couple minutes, you'll see all of those threats on your feed. As you get more comfortable with Fletch, that's when you can add more products and services over time. You can always add more to your profile. You can even remove anything that becomes noisy on your feed. So remember that you always have that option. But to start, typically go for the most critical tech in your stack. Then we have industry. If you are especially in a more specific or niche industry, maybe you're in healthcare or education, we recommend that you add the industries into Fletch that you care about so that we can tell you what's targeting them. Same thing with geo. This is especially great for companies that work remote. When you have a lot of locations, geo threats can become rampant, but Fletch is really good at being able to tell you what's targeting your people all over the world. So here we're doing a really good job. Looks like there's nothing in the last 48 hours, so we're on a good pace. Remember, if you don't know where to start, you can always reach out to your Fletch guide. They can help you set up your feed, navigate Fletch, or if you have any needs for best practices, your Fletch guide is going to be the go-to person for that. Another thing is that we're just super thorough here, and so if you want a cleaner feed or if it feels like it gets a little bit noisy, you can always remove anything that is too noisy. So just click here, remove one tech, and boom, you're done. Then let's get into prioritizer. Threats move really fast, and it's really crucial to spend your time on the most pressing things that are out there. There's so much stuff out there, it can be a real challenge. So knowing where to start is a game changer. Prioritizer shows you what's actually being exploited right now. So we filter and prioritize all the alerts from your tools. All you have to do is connect your EDR vulnerability scanners. Here are all the tools that we currently work with. And then you'll see everything that it cuts out. Here we have 617 alerts from our last scan, but only 17 of those are actually relevant to you. So it's really great for actually cutting out that noise. It can take about 24 hours for the alerts to populate your feed when you integrate, so just be aware of that. But once you do, you'll start your day in Fletch with a prioritized list of alerts. If you don't use any of these products here, you can always use the Fletch API when it comes out. So sign up for our newsletter on our website, fletch.ai, to get a notification when we have that out. Otherwise, you can stick to Forecaster in the meantime to make sure that the alerts on those tools are manageable. Next, if you need any advice for anything, you can always click into this what to do here next to your little updates on Prioritizer and Forecaster. What this is that it surfaces the most important steps that you can take to protect yourself at the top of your feed so that you don't have to dig around to figure out how to stay safe. And another thing is, if any of the threats ever maybe seem flipped, don't freak out. I know here this low severity threat is higher than this medium severity threat, but this is because we sort threats by what's most relevant to you. So this will include things like timeliness or how relevant the threat is to you. And so this one's most recently updated, and looks like we have more relevant things that it's going after, including our tech industry and geo, than this one. So that's why this one's above. But if you want to change that, you can always go into display options and then switch to severity. Now it's critical, high, medium, or last updated, so that you're aware of any changes. So this one has new CVEs, and now it's targeting Microsoft Windows. Next, once you connect your tools or add in your tags, your daily threat report becomes even more awesome. You can finally see the threats that are actually relevant to you at the start of your day, and we always choose the ones that are highest priority. And then you can click into your threat boards here immediately, or you can just see all in Prioritizer. We also want to point out the daily advisor. You can click into it from your DTR, or you can click into it from here. This is really great at just giving you that highest priority to-do list. You can also click into the threats immediately from here, and it'll stay open, which is always really nice. And this will pull together both the prioritizer and the forecaster threats. So it's really, really great there. And lastly, if at any point in your investigation you need to drill down a little bit further, remember that every single threat in Fletch has a threat board. And so you can always see a summary. You can always get all of the correlations or IOCs and properties that the threat is targeting. And you can get any additional advice. Short term is more tactical advice, where long term is more compliance controls that you need to focus on. We also have communication. So if you need to message your leadership team or anybody who's been exposed. And then lastly, we have details on your resources. So all of your resources are here. We also have vulnerabilities, malware, and the people that it affects. And yeah, it's that easy with Fletch. You can save all that time and you can start your day knowing the moves to make to keep your company safe every day.